Alright, hello. This is just some random guy from the internet, and I would like to show you a way of playing Eden Prison by Gira. And it's the version called That Way from his solo kind of demo album I'm Not Insane. He plays also that version live. So what he does there are basically three parts. We're gonna go through them now. First off, he starts the whole thing between the 7th and the 9th fret. So he plays some kind of a D chord here. First off, we tune the lower string, the thickest string, down 2 semitones to a D. So it's just drop D. So we have this open D string in this case then, and an open A string, and then we fret with our first finger and D, excuse me, that's an A in the 7th fret, and then we have an E over here in the 9th fret, and we mute down the on the other G string, and we mute the B string, and the E string can be also muted, should be muted most of the time, but sometimes you can let it ring out. So you mute it with just the finger you feel most comfortable with. I think in my case it's the first finger with which I'm muted with. And then that's the grip you kind of use, and then what you play would be something like. Which is just this movement. Live he moves, he slides the finger up. But I found it more comfortable to use the pinky for that. So this just goes from the on a G string from an E to an F and back. And then at the end of this part he uses the first finger, lifts it off the D string and puts it on the A string and the 7th fret also to play an E. So it's this little thing, and then he goes back to the start. So as I said, occasionally you can let the ring out the high E string, which heavily collides with the F we're going to play here. So it gives the kind of shrill sound which you would like from time to time, but not all the time. So you can add that just as you wish. Then the next part, moving to the roots of trees and so on, is played here in the 7th and 5th fret. We fret something similar grip-wise as we did before. It's again an open D string, and then we have another D fretted with the first finger on the A string in the 5th fret, and then on the 7th fret on the D string we have an A over here. Yes, it's an A, and then we mute the G string and add in the 6th fret the middle finger to play an F, and the high E string is open now all the time. And what he plays here is this heavy strokes on the beginning and then let it ring out the rest, something like. And then he goes back. So yeah, just this pattern where you hit really hard, and then you let ring out the high E string, and then he again lifts off the first finger at this after a few bars of this what I showed you just, and then he goes back to the first part. So. So yeah, this is up to become the walls of Eden prison, and then he goes back. Okay, so that was that, and then there is some last part where he plays something on the record and does a lot of other things live. So a few are a few distinctive parts which are definitely used are the following. So first off, we fret the sus chord, where there's an open E string, and well, the rest is just as you know from a D chord. Again, we have D and A and open strings and another D, so they all fit to this chord. And then first, after some bars of this, we add the B flat over here in the first fret on the A string, which also collides again with the A on the G string. So this sounds then something like. So you create a lot of tension with adding this note. So be sure to release it again and playing the normal sus chord again. And then another part he does mostly live is going through this notes of playing the A, or emphasizing the A of the on the G string of this chord, and then going over to the G sharp, one fret further down the neck, and then the open G on this string. So he plays it like no. So this little yeah, and as you also just saw, he mostly hits the thickest 5 strings, not so much really the highest E string, only very rarely. But then after you go to this, you can just choose whichever number of bars you play this. I mean, you can extend it a little bit longer, you can add some more variations of course to this part, which can also sound not in tune, but which just like this B flat is, but they could add to your purpose. I mean, that's what he does too. So and then he goes to kind of transition to the first part again, which was this, and he plays it down here again in this kind of which this one was kind of a D minor chord. So this is what he plays for transition after he maybe, if you want, comes out of excuse me. So he just uses the variation, the changing between the sus chord and the D minor chord to just kind of mimic what we did here. We had also this going between E and A, which E and F, which we also have here, but also we do this. We use also this. So yeah, that was that, and then we go just back for one round up here, and then the song there finishes. You just become slower and slower. Um, and this part, the ships, the sea of glisten and turning crimson, and so on. Yeah, that's the parts of it. I hope you got what I was saying. In case you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them. So, any comments, of course. So, this is my first video of this kind, so don't be too harsh. Okay, thanks.